Hello everyone, it's me Max23 and welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI Tea Edition. So sit back and enjoy. Alright, we are back and we have a little problem because the Final Fantasy XI boss is indeed a tough nut to crack. But we did overcome a lot of other Narcy stuff up until this point, so we will defeat that guy of course. It's actually two guys, it's Kam'lanaut and his brother Eald'narche, or whatever he was called. Once again, no clue about Final Fantasy XI, but we will manage. But yeah, I did reconsider my strategy. And we have the usual stuff equipped here, so normal equipment-wise. But relic-wise, we have a Tainer now instead of Auto Haste. We have Auto Protect, Auto Regen, and Auto Shell on everyone now. Auto Haste, I think, is not all that much needed. It's basically the inverse of what we did against Zero Moose, where we had to always apply our Mighty Guard again, but this time around, if Eald'narche uses Black Hole, we need to apply Haste again. So it's, like I said, it's basically the inverse of what we had to do against Zero Moose. And I also did consider a little bit more what item switching does and how it works and so on and so forth. And what I did is I rearranged the inventory. That's something I should have probably done a lot earlier. First of all, I have much easier access to my most precious items now. I can easily find X potions and X ethers now, which should be good. I also decluttered the entire status healing section here a little bit, which means we can now find Cure All. I should just use Cure All. For whatever reason, I always wanted to use these specific cures for specific statuses, but yeah, Cure All just cures all. It's probably because I always got disappointed in Cure All, because it does not cure sleep. So that's why I gave up on Cure All, but yeah, if I have a status I need to cure, use Cure All. And if it is zombie, use Holy Water. Gold needed main skills is just there, because why not? And I also put the throw items in like the upper range here. But yeah, on the very top you can see I placed some equipment, some weapons, as well as a shield. But yeah, one thing I discovered, I think, last time, one thing that could be pretty important. If I have some piece of equipment that grants me an auto status, for example here Save the Queen gives me auto protect. If I equip this mid-fight, I get the feeling it will grant that character protect. So what I could do, theoretically, is I could, at the start of the battle, I could go into the item menu and I could switch out the weapon for, first of all, Save the Queen. Then I have Protect. Then I could change Save the Queen for Ragnarok, have Auto Shell. And I can repeat that with like other statuses as well. Most prominently here is Omega Weapon. Omega Weapon always gives me Auto Haste. And if character is in low HP, Shell and Protect. But that's something that doesn't matter. What is interesting here is Auto Haste. But yeah, Omega Weapon grants me Auto Haste. And it can be equipped by every character. So one thing I could do, hopefully, is like switch Omega Weapon around at the start of the fight so that everyone gets hasted that way. That is something that might work. Otherwise, Masamune also works, but can only be equipped by Cyan. So I would need a Merit Award or Cyan. And both of which I'm not using right now. But yeah, that's something I want to try, so Cell should get the first turn, I switch her gear for something else, and then I pass the Omega Weapon around so that everyone else can benefit from Auto Haste, and then I put it on Celis again. At least that's something I want to try. And that makes me less dependent on Haste-Ga, and also allows me to use Reflect while I run the risk of losing haste, for example. So that way I have a Reflect bypassing way to apply haste to my characters. I hope it even works that way. It appeared so last time, but I will need to try that. Other than that, I have some interesting item combinations here. Gungnir Soul Eater was pretty interesting. That also kind of is the strategy I want to use against Eald'narche. Because I want to drain his MP, and like he has very scary moves that I think all cost MP, so I might want to try and drain his MP, That will also give me some valuable information whether or not the drained MP persists after phase changes. That's something I still need to learn, because if that's something that does work and does carry over, then that might be a valid strategy against Emperor. And one strategy I would use, draining him of his MP first and then basically fight him without having to fear his strongest moves. That would be pretty nice. I have the feeling it will not work, but you never know unless you try, of course. And yeah, otherwise Marduin Zorn in case I need that. And Aegis Shield, guys. I completely forgot that Aegis Shield had immunity against stone. That would have been good against Seymour and will be important against Eald'narche here, because Omega Javelin does inflict stone. And precisely because of that I gave it to Edgar here, so that he is protected against stone. But I think otherwise you don't have any nasty statuses here. Stuff could happen, what's it called? Science could happen because of Mind Break, but that's something we do not really care about. And Terra, Celis, and Gogo have ribbons anyways. Yeah, protection against stone is pretty nice. And another thing I did, here you can see it, I gave Edgar the Epos Bracer instead of the Brave Ring. He does still benefit from the physical attack increase, but what is important here is that he gets the dual wield ability. And one thing I want to try, you know, I can have dual wield and can still equip a shield. You always think, yeah, if you have dual wield, you equip 2 weapons, but I can equip both spear and shield, which is his normal loadout. But what I can do, hopefully, mid-battle, I can switch Gungnir for Soul Eater, and also at the same time, like, put Gungnir in the other hand. So Soul Eater is the primary right-handed weapon, and Gungnir is the left-handed weapon, where normally the shield would be. And I hope that way I maintain the multi-jump and can jump multiple times with Soul Eater equipped, so that I can drain a lot of MP in quick succession. So that's stuff I want to try. Once again, being this MP draining strategy. Yeah, that's something I want to try. We will see if that works or not. But that's some fancy stuff I want to try. Let's see if it works. Let's put it to the test. One thing that might also work, like at the first stage in the fight, we do fight Kam'lanaut and Eald'narche both at once. I wonder if I can already there drain Eald'narche's MP. That would be interesting to see. But yeah, one thing I also did, I need to show that, I also switched around the Essos a little bit. Terra still has Seraph. Celis has Carbuncle this time around. Here Gogo has Golem. He can cast Golem more often now and be faster with Force Field now, because we do not need Mighty Guard anymore. We have Mighty Guard automatically now. And Edgar says Phoenix. But yeah, that's stuff that could also speed up the initial phases a little bit. Yeah, let's put all of this to the test and see if it works or not. Continuing with the royalty. Close your eyes, focus your mind. But yeah, we will see what happens. First of all, pass Omega Weapon around. Okay, Cels is also the first one that is like acting here. Slow on the entire party is pretty bad because there's nothing I can really do against that. Wait a second, I could do this. I can now maybe cast Haste on the party instead of that. Actually, I don't want to do that, I want to see if it works. So we do this, Gungnir, Omega Weapon. He should have Auto Haste now, Gungnir. Next character, item, Wizard Rod, trait, and... Okay. Did it work? I think it did work, I'm not sure. You have a counter now, that is interesting. Okay, counter carries over by doing that, okay. So the question is, does everyone have haste now? I cannot see my own characters. Let's raise Golem, I hope it worked. Terra seems to be a little bit slow, but at the... No, we are still slowed, that is bad. Is your slow gone now? I need to look at this first. No, it's still there. Do you need to attack, maybe? I don't like this. Okay, apparently this auto-haste thing is not working. At least it does not counteract slow. From what I can tell so far. Did I already slow the other ones here? I think I did. I will try it again. Last we don't care about. I want to see, does Magic Hammer work on him? It did miss, that hints at the fact that he maybe have... that they maybe have Star already. Does it work? Can I deal MP damage right now? No, it doesn't, but I get MP back. That is interesting. And Edgar also still had a slow. So just blatantly attacking also doesn't work. Okay, that's interesting to know. Maybe everyone has a counter now, though. That might be something. I think we are slowed. We are still slowed? Seriously? Why are we... Did we cast... What happened? Why am I still slowed? I think I'm still... Yeah, I'm still slowed. Why am I still slowed? Did I do something weird because I... No, that doesn't work. Huh. That's too bad, though. Do I have permanent slow on my characters? Like, somehow? Did I manage to do that? I think I have permanent slow on my characters. Why do I have permanent slow on my characters? What is happening? Is it because I switched the Omega weapon around? Did it just set auto slow now instead of auto haste? Can I not override the status again? Is that something that happened? Gauro does not have slow, I think. And Terra definitely has... Wow, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's try something else. Let's switch Soul Eater and let's switch Aegis for Gungnir. Let's see if that works at least. But Celis still has auto haste, right? I think she has. Yeah, she has. I can see the outline. This is weird, okay. Yeah, there we go. Cell should be susceptible to this now. No, actually misses, okay. She does not have Omega weapon equipped. Or does she? She does not have Omega weapon equipped. No, no, no. Right? No, you don't. But you are still immune against that. That's interesting. Okay, what happens if I do this now? Do we have auto haste now? No. I think we did a multi-jump with multiple MP damage though. Okay, now we are stopped. I cannot see that anymore. Not here. Here. Is Edgar still slowed? Yeah, he is. And fairly certain Gogo does not have auto haste right now. He still has protect. I can see that protect and shell. I want to jump again. I want to see what like damage you deal. Great wheel. Something weird is happening here. Oh, he countered now? Okay. Oh, because I used Carbuncle. Never mind. I thought I had Unicorn. Never mind. So no wonder that he was still stopped. Okay. So the auto haste effect does not carry over. I think that's what I'm seeing here. I think that's what I'm seeing here. We do have Reflect though, which is nice. Yeah, of course that complicates matters. Also the fact that Terra has permanent slow now for whatever reason. You have Omega Weapon, you don't need that anymore. You can get Lightbringer back. Celis, you get Omega Weapon now. Yeah, I think he attacked with Gungnir now, but he also has a chance to normally attack with the Soul Eater, right? There's a lot to parse here, which I'm not able to right now, because there's so much happening, simply. Can I cast Berserk? I can see Reflect Protect, but not much else. Can I cast this on Eald'narche, maybe? That missed for whatever reason, okay. He casts Ultima now, I think we're dead. That was a single target. What is happening here now? Single target Ultima? What is that wizardry? Okay. Also did only miss, right? So that might actually be applicable on him. I've done some weird stuff here in this fight. I'm not sure actually what is happening. It was a double counter. Okay. Sure, why not? Can I stop him, maybe? Didn't work, okay. What does Libra say to me? What can I get from that? Here comes Mind Blast, by the way. I couldn't even use... Okay, you don't have MP, yeah, of course. Don't get the Ultima counter, and Terra is permanently slowed. Okay, we do normal damage, normal damage. Okay, we killed Kam'lanaut though. But we didn't deal MP damage. Maybe he attacked 2 times with the... you know what? Maybe he attacked 2 times with... what's it called? With the Gungnir instead of the Soul Eater. Mind Blast, that is super annoying right now. Will most likely die here, but I already made peace with that. Not enough MP, sure. Not enough MP? Oh, you can still do that, okay. Also deals good damage. Electrocharge. It still deals damage, that's not nice. I'm sure that's much more survivable though. Cells will die now. If we have full HP, we can survive that. Electrical charge apparently is not elemental, otherwise it wouldn't do damage. Mind Blast again, yeah. Blink? Okay, now stuff is getting wild. Okay, MP damage once and twice, okay. Is that more compared to when he just does one jump, maybe? I hope it is. That doesn't get reflected. Okay, we're done for. Yeah, okay, a lot of interesting stuff here. Where do I even start? So first of all, I cannot apply statuses by switching something that grants an auto status. So I cannot use Omega Weapon and pass it around to give everyone haste. And that didn't work. It apparently also interacted weird with slow on my characters because I couldn't get rid of slow anymore. Everyone just had slow and I couldn't do anything against that. Celis was still protected against slow even though I changed Omega Weapon. That is interesting. Now that I think about that, okay. That is very interesting. So instead of, let's say, one item that grants haste, I could equip a merit award, equip that character with the Masamune that grants auto haste, and then I could change equipment mid-fight to something I would rather have on that character and still maintain the auto haste property. That is very interesting to know. Okay. The same must be the case for other auto statuses. So one thing I would like to do then is start the battle with stuff that grants me auto statuses. So for example, I would like to start the battle with Ragnarok on Terra and then switch to Wizard Rod. Is that what I get from this? Is that like the idea? Then of course it raises the question: do I maintain my, or do I get, when I switch equipment, do I get my magic attack up from the Wizard Rod, or is that something that can also only be applied like before the battle starts? Interesting stuff here. Would be more interesting, would be more complicated if I could also switch head and body, but that's something I cannot do. That also must mean that I can equip an Aegis shield at the start of the fight. Probably be able to maintain all of its elemental resistances, as well as the immunity to stone. Which means I want to start the fight with Aegis shield on Edgar and Go-Go. Then mid-fight I can switch to the Force shield, which grants me more magic defense. That is something that can work, I think. Okay, this stuff became really interesting right about now. Even more interesting, what happens if I have something like the Hero Shield equipped on my character? Which grants me a percentage boost in HP, and change that mid-fight. Does the MP boost still persist? So that way I could equip something that boosts some status on all characters and then next switch that mid-fight. Interesting stuff going on here, very interesting stuff. If I wanted to give Merit Award to someone, it would probably be Go-Go, because then I can give him a better weapon, maybe. I think doing that to Edgar with the Masamune thing I mentioned is a bad idea, because then I probably don't get multi-jump from Gungnir. But... no but, actually. Or I could... oh, that's that's so complicated. I could also equip Merit Award to him right now. He has the Epos Bracer. I could equip both Ragnarok and Save the Queen to get a kind of Tyner effect for the fight. Ooh, ooh, guys, Okay. The other thing I saw was Gungnir in conjunction with Soul Eater. So if I have 2 weapons equipped while I jump, I think each jump it chooses a random weapon. Because one time I saw Edgar dealing 2 times physical damage with 2 jumps, which might suggest he used the Gungnir during that attack both times. But I also saw him dealing magical damage 2 times, so that means he used a Soul Eater 2 times while performing his jumps. And that is random. I think that's something I already knew, but I wasn't sure how that works in conjunction with equipment changing. So that strategy is not so good after all. And then again, it depends whether or not Soul Eater did deal less damage because Edgar jumps multiple times. I think that's how it is. So I just want to have the Soul Eater equipped and no other Gungnir, which then again would mean again I don't need the Epos Bracer. So instead I can equip the Brave Ring again. Then again, on the other hand, I could equip something that boosts attack and maybe that persists as well. Oh boy. Like for example Gram or so. Like he can equip... No, he cannot equip Gram, then it's only Cells that can equip that, so then never mind, I guess. Huh. Also, how does blood equipment work in that context? How does blood equipment work in that context? Could I just get a permanent blood effect or so? With better equipment? Then again, I think that's actually dependent on the weapon I have equipped at the time, so... Okay. I think I need a small break to reconsider everything here and maybe come up with a very interesting plan again. So at this stage, another cut, and I will try to find some interesting potential combinations here. Okay guys, I think I came up with the weirdest stuff because I have like a very different way now how I equip my party. Considering that I hopefully found a different way now how equipment works, especially in conjunction with in-battle equipment changing. But yeah, let me show you. Terra has Ragnarok now instead of the Wizard Rod. Ragnarok gives her Auto Shell. And I hope Auto Shell does persist even after I switch Ragnarok for Wizard Rod. And I hope Wizard Rod at the same time still grants her the Magic Up ability that it has. Because I do think that the like auto statuses persist even after I switch equipment and like other stuff still carries over. We did see that with Edgar when I was changing Gungnir for Soul Eater in that one fight against Seymour. Like he did deal normal damage with Gungnir, but Soul Eater then of course dealt MP damage. So I hope like there are certain effects that do stay and certain effects that do carry over when I switch equipment, and I hope Magic Up from Wizard Rod down here is one of those things. Yeah, on that note, Celis still has Omega Weapon, which grants her Auto Haste, that's important. Gaugao has the Masamune equipped now, and he can do that because I equipped Merit Award with him. Masamune also Auto Haste, once again, I hope that stays when I change equipment. Aegis Shield is here for the immunity against stone, which is also a thing that I hope does stay and like gets set at the beginning of the fight and never updates when I change equipment mid-fight. Because normally I'm fairly certain now Shield in the game grants immunity against statuses, so that is something that might carry over, like the stone immunity here. Because then that would mean I don't need a ribbon on him. And yeah, Edgar also has the Aegis Shield, and Gungnir. Gungnir is important because I need to keep the jump. Otherwise I will not get jump, which is similar to how I didn't get X Magic when I switched the Wizard Rod on Terra that one time for Maurin's Horn. So I think that's how that works. Relic-wise, we have Ribbon and Wind Corsage on Terra. Basically, what I did for my party, I did set them up in Race so that they have Auto Haste, Auto Shell, and Auto Protect at all time. So that way I don't need to apply my statuses again if they get erased by Black Hole. Of course, that is only half true for Terra because she does not have Auto Protect. But let's just hope I don't need Auto Protect on her because I can summon Golem and he should protect her, I hope. But auto shell and auto haste are the most important ones, so that's why she has the Wind Corsage now. Cells has Taina that grants her auto haste and auto protect and auto shell. Auto haste via the Omega weapon. Gaugo, as I said, has Merit Award and Taina. Merit Award for Masamune for auto haste and Taina for protect shell. And Edgar has Epos Bracer, Wind Corsage. I think Epos Bracer in general is better than the Brave Ring I kept on him, because I never really use magic with Edgar, and if I use magic with Edgar, it is magic that is unaffected by his magic power. Stuff like Arise and similar stuff. And that's stuff that always, like Arise for example, does always revive for full HP, and I don't need like magic power. Like Arise in general does not rely on magic power because it's always a fixed amount. But yeah, Wind Corsage again. He does not have auto protect, auto shell. I just hope he is able to jump out of the way so that he doesn't need it. But yeah, the three main characters here are protected against everything, I hope, and they will never lose that. That's my hope, at least. I'm still not sure what happened in the last attempt when like snow was never going away, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. Otherwise, we have Esper, Seraph on Terra. I switched Carbuncle for Unicorn on Celis because stuff like Stop still is a thing, so I want to cure that if I can. Golem is on Gogo and Carbuncle is on Edgar this time around, so he can still apply Carbuncle if he wants to. I never use Phoenix with them. That's something I never use. But yeah, that's the plan now. Let's see how this goes now. Yeah, of course I also changed my items here. That's also something I should mention. Of course, once I'm in the fight, I want to switch Terra's Ragnarok with the Wizard Rod. Like I said, I hope Magic Attack Up does carry over. If it doesn't, we will notice, I think. And then I know whether or not I need to have like the Wizard Rod at the start of the fight or not. Soul Eater is still there, just in case. I still want to drain... what is he? Like the second, not Kam'lanaut, the other guy's MP. Orichalcum is here. Orichalcum is something I have overlooked a little bit, I think. But Orichalcum's strength is based on the amount of successful steals I have performed. And because I did steal a lot in the base game and did get the achievement for 500 times whatsoever, it does have very high attack right now. It has 251 attack, 255 being the highest. Normally it can only be equipped by Locke, but because Gogo has Merit Award, he can equip that. And who knows, maybe he is able to deal a lot of damage. I think one comment did inform me that Orichalcum is insanely strong, so I want to try it. It also has Esper, which is a nice side effect. Maybe I can drain some MP that way. But yeah, maybe that way Gogo is able to dish out some damage. I like the evasion at least. And yeah, once he has auto haste, he does not really need Masamune anymore. I don't think that there's anything better. I don't have anything else that grants magic attack up, so this is the next thing I wanted to try. My weapon is here just in case I feel like it, and Mjolnir as well. Mjolnir has auto criticals with HP critical, MP critical it's called. And Lightbringer just in case I want to go back to normal stuff with Gogo. Other than that, we have the two important shields here, Aegis Shield and Force Shield. Once I am in the fight, I will switch the Aegis Shields for Force Shields, because Force Shield gives me more magic defense, which I think is more needed. And I just hope that the Stone Immunity does carry over. Okay, that's the plan. Let's see if it all works like I imagine it. Once again, trying some experiments here. But hey, that's half the fun, right? And if that doesn't work, then I will, of course, go back to something more traditional and try to like find a better composition with everything and try to like get better execution on this side. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I need to remember that I need to change equipment here. Okay, Slaughter. That should only affect Edgar? No, it doesn't affect him, no one. Okay, so we switch Aegis for Force Shield. Okay, you can use Carbuncle. You change Aegis for Force Shield. You change Masamune for Orichalcum. And blue magic is not needed, you summon Golem. You don't need to change anything, you are fine. You can change Ragnarok for Wizard, okay. And that's the strategy, let's see how this goes. Was a nasty counter, but fine, let's jump. Celis, you need to use Runic, that's nasty. But we don't really care about that, right? Auto Haste is still on, and she still has Auto Shell. Okay, Auto Shell does persist. That does persist, guys. That is huge. That is huge. I did change Ragnarok, we did get Despelled, and we still have it. That is important. That is very important to know. Gaugo also still has Auto Haste, right? I want to try to attack with him, but no one can attack right now. Yeah, use Crash down. Yeah, not on both. Come on, not on him. Protect, sure. We'll absorb that. Of course, that's a little bit the problem if no one has an attack command right now. Or maybe you can copy jump. That might be something, yeah. Copy the jump. Come on, copy jump. Okay, Runic again. I did not pay attention. How much did Terra heal with Seraph? How much did she heal? That is still the same amount, so the magic up does actually carry over. That is great. That is actually pretty great, okay. Runic again, jump. You also dealt good damage, Gauga. I think that might be because of the weapon, like I anticipated. That's good. That is good, guys. Counter is nice, of course. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. You can jump again as well, I think. Okay, Kam'lanaut is already down, interestingly. Okay, okay. This is huge. I think I want to morph now. Maybe? Maybe I want, maybe I don't want to. Ultima, let's try to get rid of the orbitals. Okay, we did absorb MP. Nice, thank you. Flare, we do not absorb that because it's not up right now. Oh, but we survived. The stop is nasty. This is bad. Don't like this. And also lucky that I yeah, inputted Runic so late. Haven't used Force Field, I'm noticing. Black Howl sells this down. And Flare again. Of course, that's the downside right now when I don't have... Ah, that's bad. When I don't have Reflect. I was gonna say, this thing needs to be down right now. Meteor, and we are done for. I think. Okay, mine. Oh. Seriously? Yeah, we cannot cast anymore. Nice. Oh, he also has. We're done for. Heartless Angel as well. Come on. Reincarnation. And stop. Come on, stop Edgar. Nah, okay. He's not so smart then. I can do something. Never mind. And Steel Burst kills everyone. Wow. Okay, let's see what Okay, that just kills. That just kills, I don't like that. That is indeed pretty bad. Oops. Yeah, even with Shell, that still deals like 11,000 damage. Okay, in all honesty, what do I do against that? Good question, but we did already confirm something. That's huge. That is indeed pretty huge that these statuses carry over like that. That is gigantic, to be honest. Is there anything better you could equip then after... Yeah, this, right? Gives you attack magic power, sure. We did learn interesting stuff here. We did learn very interesting stuff. You cannot get... you know what? Marduin Zorn, right? Marduin Zorn is actually exclusively for Terra. Gunkni, of course, Milne is of course pretty funny, but don't really think so. Last resort, no. Valiant Knife, no. That will not do. I also don't like that Stellar Burst, whatever it's called, does inflict zombie. That's also nasty. Let's try it again and be more... Let's try to execute it better. Be more focused on executing it. Let's see if that works. Okay, you need to change Masamune Aegis for Force. Masamune for Orichalcum. Item, Ragnarok for Wizard. Magic, Seraph. Magic, Summon, Golem. Edgar, Aegis, Force Shield. And you summon Carbuncle, right? Magic. Sloga. I need to use this phase to prepare, right? Like, that's the crux about this fight, right? Mind Blast, I love it. I think I need cure all him. I don't even have MP. Ah, oh, dude. X-Ether him. And you don't... Ah, come on. First of all, Celis Runic, sure. Blue Magic, where do we have Force Field? You focus on restoring MP, I guess. Immune to fire, not quite what I need. You can also cure all on yourself. Blaster, we don't care. Like generally. Another force field. You also still need some MP again. Ice is also not what I need, come on. I might need Thunder and Wind. You also absorb MP, that's important here. You're full, yeah? Light Ring, Oh, that part of the music, guys. Audio is good. Force field again. Yep, we absorb that. That's the good part, we also absorb the buffs. That's very nice. Is Edgar slowed? No, that just reflect, I think. Move to lightning. Blue magic force field again, which is the 5th element. Poison? I think only lightning and... oh, come on, not now. Why do I not have reflect anymore? Carbuncle again. She's so rough, I guess. No, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Thank you. Why did he take... why did he get so many attacks there? Come on. Kam'lanaut, don't do that. Move to Earth, nice, I guess. Don't really need it, but okay. Protect. Yeah, thank you. Great wheel again, sure. Nice counter, we even get Ultima. Okay, next element. I think only Wind and Lightning are literally missing. Right? Wind, yeah. Only Lightning is missing. Not bad. Force field. I still cannot find force field. Dude, come on. Let's try to focus on Kam'lanaut. Why do I get this? Okay, let's try this. Okay, immune to water. Water is also an element, yeah. Another Ultima, nice. Okay, let's bring him down like this. Auto crossbow? Why did he use auto crossbow? Okay, whatever. I did use chainsaw, right? I did use chainsaw. Okay. Weird stuff continues, guys. Weird stuff. It was auto crossbow. Oops. Why did I use auto crossbow? Guys, why did I do that? Okay, I actually disabled everything, okay. 4,000 something, okay. How much damage do you deal? You cannot normally attack. You can only do that stuff. Dispel. I want to see what a normal attack from Gogo does. But I pay a heavy price, I can already tell. Yeah, that's not too much, okay. Okay, another Ultima, wow. Not sure, do we still have Reflect? Oh, he's already defeated? Come on, let's try to bring down his MP. Edgar cannot do some. What did I do with that guy? Carbuncle, right, Carbuncle. Let's see what happens. Quake, that is good. Mind Blast, sure. I take that. Magic Hammer, how much MP does he even have? A lot. I think that's what we need to settle with, a lot. That still deals damage, okay, that's non-elemental. Go near for Soul Eater, jump on him. Not twice on her, come on. We should still live, yeah, at least. Come on, heal. Angel Feathers, come on. Not Electrocharge. Oh, thank you. Protect is fine. Even absorb that. But I don't want to absorb that. Okay, Angel Feathers, thank you. I also need to take care of the orbitals, but I cannot really attack the orbitals right now. And Rasp, nice. Omega Javelin, there we go. Okay, does the stone protection still persist? We will not know because he will die. Oh, this might be good actually. 0 damage, never mind. Angel Feathers, a little bit of a panic reaction here. How do I revive him now? Like this. He does not take disease damage, which is interesting. Flare lucky. So far, I do get the impression that this is one of those encounters that gets a little bit more tame if I don't use certain stuff. Like if I don't use like magic on him. Actually, I think it's fine to jump. Magic Hammer again. There we go, Black Hole. Oh, do we have Runic Up? Please tell me we have Runic Up. Flare? No, we don't have Runic Up. Celis? No. Damn it. Such a nasty combo. But we keep our stuffed. That's important. Protect, yeah. Don't really care about Protect right now. Omega Javelin, I think that was Edgar again. Yeah, okay, Tornado. Okay, that was important. I need to have Terra ready in case I need to heal. Otherwise this is not working. Okay, Cell joins the fray again. Stop using that, please. Kiraga is fine. Like, the orbitals do deal damage occasionally, but also a lot of the time they just do stuff that I don't care about. Are you sleep? Yeah, that's why I want a ribbon on you. I don't like that. That's good. Yeah, okay, thank you. That was a good electrical discharge. Region, sure. Can we do this again? I think we can, good. Blue magic, magic hammer. Jump him. Runic. Cost of magic hammer. Magic hammer is faster than runic, okay. Black hole again. Terra, please survive. I think she survives. We also absorb the next magic here. Howdy is fine though. We really don't need to absorb that, but okay. Protect again, nice, thank you. He's not using very strong stuff. That's things I like. That's stuff I like. Runic again. And Rasp, nice. Omega Javelin. Terra. Ooh, she will not survive that. Nope. Flash? Okay. Magic Hammer. What do I do, by the way? Now was the time. Didn't really wait. I think I need to do this. If Terra dies, that's bad. Omega Javelin sadly is physical. Flare, and I don't have Reflect. You block, you're a legend, thank you. Carbuncle, give me Carbuncle. Celis might want to use Unicorn. You keep ready. Eelhorn, yes. ATB for Gogo resets not. Okay, I thought it would reset. Black hole again. Flare, we just reflect that now. Why is... No, because it raises... No, because it erases it. Yeah, sure, of course. Of course, that's what happens. Okay, so reflect is really not great in this fight then. I think that's the message from that. Omega Javelin again. On Gogo, I think that's okay. Do you survive though? You're stoned. Okay, that doesn't carry over. That's bad. Cure all him. Magic Seraph. Okay, Edgar's down, but that's no need for no concern, no need to worry. Gargo sleeps again, that's bad. Slauga we don't care about. Reflect would have been amazing right now. I should probably morph with Terra as well. But that means I don't have morph for the next fight. If I can avoid that, that would be good. And Terra's not ready. Flare again. Cells does not survive that. Okay, you can heal and you can jump then again. Come on, Ancient Feather is good. He's pretty tame. I think it's really because I'm using magic against him or so. Or Ultima. Here, maybe enemies here have specific counters to Ultima. Omega Javelin. Oh no. Not on her. I think she survives that though. Yeah, nice. Even a counter. I don't know if that's good. Hope that doesn't trigger him. It kind of does. But you also survive, right? You're tanky enough for that. Good. And slower. Wow, he did not like that. Good night. Good night. Not. Okay. Okay, another one. Good. How much MP do you still have left? And does it carry over? Like, that's the important experiment we're doing here right now. Okay, Cells is also in good shape again. That is important. Northern Cross, oh no, that freezes. Okay, only one is frozen though. Howdy we don't care about, Howdy we just take. Magic Hammer again. It's slow, but I kind of feel that we are having some success with this. I'm not sure what to think about her counters. Don't kill him, he will be stoned. Morph. Cure all him, Terra, Magic, Seraph. You can do Runic again. Shell. It's only Shell we absorb. Jump. Nice block. Good one. And we have Runic. No, we don't have Runic. And you're also muted. No, I need a ribbon on him. If you only absorb Blink, that's the nuisance now. That's the annoyance with the orbitals. Black Hole, please tell me that these Goku survives so that I can rid him of his silence. Flare, who gets it? Terra would be nice. Edgar is also fine, I guess. Okay, we should be good. Cells needs MP though. Omega Javelin again, come on. On her, that might be... No, she will not die. Elixir would be good right now. Tornado, Come on, Ancient Feathers, good. Jump. I really don't want to use magic right now until I know that he's depleted or so. Although I could do this. Good thing I did not use Runic because we would have just absorbed Protect. Magic Hammer. Okay, nice heal. Does he die Slaughter as well, but we don't care. Which means X potion is enough. Phew. Okay, Magic Hammer, how much do you still absorb? 1? That's an indication that he is out of MP, right? Northern Cross, not enough MP. Oh, Flare, not enough MP. Don't get overexcited now. First of all, heal everyone. Just heal because I want to cast a Libra on him. Okay, that means I can switch Soul Eater for Gungnir again. He cannot even do this. Wow, amazing. Not enough MP. I complete. Okay, the question is, does that persist now? Does it carry over? Like, does it carry over even if I defeat this phase of him now? If it does, I found a way to also defeat Emperor, maybe. 126. He doesn't have much. Why does he have so few? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Something nefarious is afoot, guys. I want this, by the way. I want to cast Sleeper on him again once I get the opportunity to, like, once Edgar attacks him. Black Hole, not enough MP, come on. Everything costs MP, that's pretty nice. But that's definitely enough to box him into the next phase. Let's see, what is happening here? Black Hole, still not enough MP, guys. Did I figure it out? Did I figure it out, guys? I think I did. He keeps his MP. He keeps his MP, guys. Guys, Meteor doesn't do anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. I think I found a way. MP damage of all things. I don't want to use ultimate. I want to keep ready. I want to keep ready and see. Stellar Burst. Not enough. There we go. There we go. You just wait and see what happens. Edgar does the heavy lifting right now. Edgar does what Edgar does best. Golem again. I really don't feel like risking anything right now. Like, really not feeling like that. Also, no clue what still happens here. It might be that, like, there's still much more to come. The orbitals are not quite a threat here. The black hole again, still not MP. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing, guys. Electrocharge, sure. Could even cast Mighty Guard if I wanted to. Heartless Angel. Heartless Angel still works. Okay, that's not MP based. Not enough MP, okay. Interesting. Interesting that Heartless Angel is not MP based. So that's the only dangerous move that he has right now. Do I care about that? I'm not sure about that. Stellar Burst again, not enough MP. I still get anxious, but I'm safe. Eald'narche, oh, something can never really be destroyed. It only changes to take on a new form, okay? That doesn't sound good. Okay. And now, thy time has come to take on a new form. Let us go. Sis? Tear? Is that it? Sounds good. Yes? Yes? Come on. Yes? Huh? No, okay. No. Orbitals died. Huh? 100 magic AP, oh god. Thank you, I guess. Is that it? I don't see here victory music. 2 Mega Elixirs. And I'm here again, wow. What was that? That was weird. That was so weird, guys. That was so weird. What was this fight? Okay, this fight was strange. This fight was strange. It was strangely easy and hard at the same time. Like, like Eald'narche did not have much HP. Like, he only had like 8,000 HP per phase, and I only had to like deal that damage like 4 times or so, and then that would have been it, apparently. But he had strong attacks that pressured me. I think the idea with draining MP was very good. Otherwise, I would not have survived it. It seemed as if he used Stellar Burst at, like, after changing to certain phases. That was the thing, apparently, I think. The first phase also with Kam'lanaut was strange. That was also very strange. Because Kam'lanaut also only had like 1 like HP bar, so to speak, so in one form, I think. And he also did give in pretty easily. But the attacks are pretty strong. That was what was going on here. Weird. I got very important information out of this fight. Very important information. Very important information. First of all, those auto-statuses do persist. I can keep Ragnarok and Masamune on those 2 here. Because that grants them... It also gives you more magic power? No, okay, I was gonna say. But yeah, that grants them permanent auto-haste and auto-shell respectively. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be very, very huge, because now I can change the way I distribute, like, or I choose accessories for those 2. So that was very important intel. Also, what was very interesting to know and to see was, of course, the entire MP thing. That could really mean that I can take away Emperor's MP and win the fight that way. If that's the case, that would be huge, because I need to find a way to prevent disaster from happening for that fight. If disaster happens, I'm just done for. It's the only thing I need to look out for, really. And if I can like prevent that with draining MP, then that's how it is. I mean, MP draining is a valid strategy. It's like just a different kind of damage. And the way that it works with Jump and Soul Eater is also very, very good. So, yeah, good stuff. Of course, the question remains, can I drain Emperor's first phase of MP and it carries over to the Heaven Emperor phase? I don't think that will work, but at least the first, like the second phase should work that way. Very interesting, very, very interesting. Once again, that's why I love my Final Fantasy games and hacks and everything related to Final Fantasy games, because like where in the base game I would have discovered stuff like that. There would have been no reason to discover stuff like that. But because the enemies here are so hard and I need to like figure out like every like advantage I can get here, I figure stuff like that out. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Just all those little systems and like how everything interacts with one another. That's really what I like about Final Fantasy, and that's just so prominent in this hack. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's like peak Final Fantasy. Peak Final Fantasy, guys. That's exactly how I like my Final Fantasy. Good stuff. Good stuff. I did use Orichalcum, but Orichalcum didn't really left a big impression on me. Where's my wizard rod, by the way? It's gone somewhere. There we go. Here like this, and everything is back to normal. Okay. Okay. I didn't even use a Mega Elixir. Nice. And I even got 2 in return. Nice stuff. But yeah, that only leaves one boss here that we haven't fought so far. Emperor, of course, ultimate boss. Yeah, that's something I will figure out next time. We will not end stuff today. Maybe next time, yeah, that boss that we fight the next episode then must be from Final Fantasy XII then, right? I wonder what we fight there. Maybe it's also something else entirely, who knows? But yeah, we will figure out. Also very interesting what I'm just seeing. Those Muggles have like a weird black line below them. Are those Muggles flying, maybe? Is that what? And that's their shadow down there? Do you see that? There's like this like small shadow, like below where they stand. That must be their shadow, right? Because they are flying, hovering in the air. Neat. Also, that's also something I need to tell you. That's something I figured out. Like, or I had an epiphany the other day. But yeah, you know that we have like in the base game and here also, we had that one moment where we what was he called? Like the wolf, not pickpocket, where we did find Pickpocket in the Eald'narche storehouse there, and we did chase him through the Eald'narche mines, and ultimately we did find him where Valgamandor is, and he takes Mok hostage, and then you are presented with the choice: either you take Mok or you take the gold hairpin from Pickpocket. And I always kind of wondered why Mok is still then available if you chose Pickpocket. I always wondered why Mok is still available then if you do that in World of Ruin, because you would presume Mok died. But dude, Mok is a Moogle. Moogles can fly, so actually it's better to pick the gold hairpin in a sense, because Mok could just fly. But then again, maybe Mok, if we go by Final Fantasy VII, maybe Mok might not be able to fly. That's of course a possibility, but who knows? In any case, that was a nice thing a thing I thought about the other day. In any case, next time we might finish this again, and then yeah, we will see. We will see what we fight first of all, and then we will see how stuff goes. But we have a new strategy for Emperor now. Maybe that works. Who knows with the MP. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode of the Final Fantasy VI T Edition. Until then, take care and goodbye.